Hi guys, good to have you back on the channel. In this video, I want to share with you how you can go about creating vox chant within a beat. It's quite simple, by the way, and this is not very big of a deal stuff, but it's quite good and interesting. Cause more at times, if you are making beat, you always have some ideas coming to you when it comes to samples or when it comes to creating such atmosphere in the beat, right? But coming to think of the fact that you have to go on Splice or other places to get a vocal chart is kind of time consuming. And yeah, so that's the main reason I want to share with you these tips, so whenever such ideas come to you, you can just use your voice and then do whatever fine tuning you want to do with it. I'm doing again, I talks about plugin. I share tips and tricks on your music, and if that interests you, hit the sub button, like the video, and share this video with everybody. With all that being said, I love us to dive in the video. Now in the video, what we're going to be doing is to see how best we can go about creating the voice chant, right? It's quite simple, as I said previously, and this is the project we are working with today. This is one of the beat I recently dropped on the channel, so you can check that up because it's quite interesting. And this is the voice chant. Just listen to the beat carefully. You're going to hear the voice chant, then I'll isolate it, and then we go over it and see how best we can come up with our own, right? Let's do it. Yeah, so that's the voice chant you hear right now. Let me play closer. Yeah, that's the it's quite common, and that's one of the stuff we do use in this beat a lot, right? So let's say you want to do this stuff first. How you gonna go about it is first record yourself, like I did here. I record myself. I did it like 3 or 4 times. This is it, and yeah. So that's my raw voice. You are hearing no processing going on right now. It's on channel 30, and let's check out the channel 13 to see there's no processing except where it's right to the drum boss. And on the drum boss, we have this hash, we have the glue, stuff like that. You know, that's some of the stuff I use to polish the drum at times. Okay, so that's for it. There's no processing. This is my voice. And then the result is this. Well, so what I did to then put it in here is you now have the voice here. As you see where I chopped the voice from the list. From the beginning it was like this, you know, if you recall, is one audio just like this going on, right? So what I then did is I played them first to look for the performance I really love of the three. So I play this one, and then I come here. So I do love the attack and the body font in this one. So that's the reason I then take this one out of the rest. I chop it like this, and in the chopping process, what I did, the end part here, let's okay, stop confusing me like this. Okay, let's do this one like this. The end part here, I then chop it a little bit closer so the attack will be as interesting as it should be, and then this is the release. And then what I then do now to then send it in the pattern here is I come to this stuff here and then click and then make unique as sample. So there are two ways to make stuff unique. If you just take the make unique, it's going to be unique, but you still have the till, you still have the rest of the take in this one. But if you make unique as sample, that is, you have made this just a one-shot sample. So this is it. If you look here, this is a one-shot sample now. So what I'm going to do from here, I can now open up my channel rack here. This one-shot sample, I can then drag it here like this and then paste it here. So this is it. So I can call this chop 2. So I now have chop 2, and this is it. So if I take the score from this one and then paste it here, we have the same reading going on. So that's the first stage after recording yourself, and then you chop it and make it unique as sample. We are done with this step. Let's close it back now. Now we are on the pattern side. So I've already sent it here, right? And I did extra more stuff with it to make it sound the way it's sounding right now. So this is the one we did right now, and this is the one I'm currently using. It's on channel 14. But before we reach to the channel 14, let's talk about what I did here. So if you come in here, you see this small arrow that is pointing up where the mouse is, right beside this tools here. Just click on it, and then you have some stuff to do with the sample here. You have cut. So what I literally did is I cut it at 80%. So first it was like this, if you hear it. So let's on it. Okay, let's on it. So when it's all the way, it's at 100% now. So that's the feeling. If I take down, so whenever I do the chord is I'm low passing it, I'm kind of allowing the low to pass and getting rid of the harsh, right? So in this case, if you want to allow the harsh to pass and then get rid of the low, you're going to use the EQ side here. Then it's going to take the low out. So that's how it works too. And if you boost it, you're going to be distorting it. That's another way. But if you want to distort without using this EQ, you can use this boost here as well. It's going to distort it. So these are some of the tools you can use to play around with it instead of slapping extra plugin on your channel. Because the more plugin you use in FL Studio, the more it takes space on your computer and the more hard work your computer has to do. So if you want to get rid of that, you first have to do some coloring here first before going there. And there are still more stuff you can do here by clicking this tab, and you just go way more crazy. But for this sample, this is exactly what I did. I then cut to 80% because I still needed some of the highs of the voice, but I needed it to be a little bit flat or felt. So this is it. So that's for it, right? So that's it. Let's go to the channel now and see the rest of the stuff I did add on it. If you come to channel 14 here and then add another EQ band, but this time around I didn't cut the high because I've already cut the highs on the sample itself. So what I did, I just cut off some of the lows, and that's pretty much it for it. And I use this plugin by Wave. It's called the Center. I then bring some of the I was trying to get rid of that heavy punch from it, so I then use the center to minus 3 dB. That is, it's not going to have that, real hit. Is going to be like I EQ the attack a little bit, so it's going to make it feel much softer than it usually is, right? So this is it. So how cool that is. And what I did next is I then searching this to, I then not searching per se, but I send it to a reverb and a delay channel. So this is the delay. So you now have the echo going, right? And if I off this, so there's no echo, but we still have the reverb. If I off this also, we have just the performance, right? And if I off the effect on the performance, that's after I did the high pass. So that's pretty much it. And if you want to make this as a sample where you can send to a friend, or you are trying to create a sample pack, you want to just add this part of your sample pack, what you can do is then hit the step here because it's going to bring you much more closer. Put your cursor here like this and then take here. Since we add delay, you don't want to just select this area. You want to select a little more till where you can have the delay blinking. Let's say you can stop it here, which is perhaps 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we take 4 like this, okay, this is 4 bar right now. Okay, let's say this is 4 bar, and then you want to do a sample what you're going to send to a friend, right? Then you can now click here and then consolidate. So some of you guys, if you have been using FL Studio over time now, you should be familiar with the consolidate feature. Now you can consolidate by time selection, or you can consolidate from the project start. Since we select a particular area here, we're going to use the time selection, and you have options. So if you want the plugin on the master channel to come through your consolidate, you can then add the master effect on like this. If you don't want, leave it off, because I just want the effects from the channels to be applied to this consolidate file, right? So it's on. If you don't want, you can also off it as well. And the reason you want to off this, maybe you are just bouncing out some kind of a VST plugin, and you don't want your processing on the channel to take effect on that VST plugin, because you want to bring back the audio file into the same channel, then you can off this. Because if the processing on the channel applies on that VST plugin, you consolidate and then you bring back to that same channel, it's going to be double effect. So if you want to get rid of that, just off this. And in my case, I just want it because I want it as a sample to send to a friend, so I'll leave it on and then hit the start here. Boom. It's that simple. What it's going to do is going to create two channel. One, the pattern channel now is going to be the sub channel to the main channel. So yeah, guys, let's wait on it. It's kind of taking a little bit while. In the meantime, let me be telling you about my new song I'm about to release. Start So Reason is going to be available to you guys on all streaming platforms. Yeah, you can have fun with it. So yeah, this is it, guys. And as you see, it takes more than what I selected because I left the till on. So there are more options. I should have taken cut till or wrap till, which is going to take the last one and then send to the the beginning here, that's proper for loop. But since I didn't do that, see the tail remains. So this is the tail, this is the tail, and this is it. Let's solo this from all of the other ones. So since I loop, so let's go. So I love it somewhere around here. So this is how long I want it to be. Okay, this is how long I want it to be. So now how you can take this from here to your folder is just click on it here like this and then hit make unique as sample, and it's now saved in this project file, which that's not what you want, right? So to save it to your custom file, now all you're gonna do is just come here and then double click on it and then drag it straight to the desktop here. Boom. So we now have it on the desktop, right? But now items are not showing on my desktop. That's the reason you are not seeing it. So if I take view and then show item, you're going to see it. Here is it. And then you can then select, change the chop, you say chop, whatever. And then if you double click on it in your audio player here, it's going to play. Mm. So this is it. So now this can be included in your sample pack or in your project for next use. Whenever you want to use it, you just take it from wherever you have it. You know how we usually drag sample, or you can then add it to your regular sample folder in FL Studio. So whenever you're ready, just drag your sample straight onto your project. So you now have it, and there we go, guys. That's how you can go about creating interesting vocal chop in your production, and trust me, it's gonna be quite a game changer for you. It's not really big of a deal, but it's something that you should know as a producer because you are creating. So it's best you know some avenue on getting stuff done, right? I'm the Regan that talks about blogging. I share tips and tricks on your music, and if that interests you, please don't hesitate to hit the sub button to be a part of this channel, like the video, and share this video with more people. With all that being said, I do hope to catch you on the next video. But first, before you leave, you have to watch all those videos on the channel because there are a lot of amazing videos I do for you every single week.